Hi, and welcome to Algebra Prep Academy. Today's lesson is solving multi-step equations with distribution and variables on both sides. The first problem is 3x plus 2 equals 9x plus 20. First, you distribute the 4 to the 3x and the 2 by multiplying 4 to each term in the parentheses, so you can get rid of the parentheses. Then use the opposite operation of addition and subtract 9x on both sides. The 9x's cancel out because of the opposing signs, and you're left with 3x plus 8 equals 20. After that, you use the inverse operation of addition and subtract 8 on both sides to keep the variable on one side. The 8's cancel out, and you're left with 3x equals 12. Use the inverse operation of multiplication and divide both sides by 3. The 3's cancel out because of the opposing signs, and the answer is x equals 4. To check your answer, you have to do the check step. You start off by plugging in your answer into wherever x was. After that, you solve everything in the parentheses. Distribute 4 to each term in the parentheses to get rid of them. Combine like terms on both sides, and if this final answer is correct, your check step is a success. So 56 equals 56. This answer is correct.
The next problem is 5 parentheses r minus 8 parentheses equals 2r minus 25. First, you distribute the 5 to the r and the 8 by multiplying 5 to each term in the parentheses. You get rid of the parentheses. Then use the inverse operation and subtract 2r on both sides. 2r's cancel out because of the opposite signs, and you get the equation 3r minus 40 equals negative 25. After that, you use the inverse operation of subtraction and add 40 to both sides. The 40's cancel out because of the opposite signs. You end up with the equation 3r equals 15. Use the inverse operation of multiplication, divide both sides by 3, the 3's cancel out, and you end up with r equals 5. To do the check step, start by plugging in 5 wherever there is an r. After that, solve everything in the parentheses. Distribute 5 to each term in the parentheses. Combine like terms on both sides. Negative 15 equals negative 15. The final answer is correct, so the check step is a success.
The third problem is 5 parentheses 2y minus 15 parentheses equals 4y minus 5 minus 10. First, distribute 5 to the 2y and 15 to get rid of the parentheses. Then combine like terms. Don't forget to look at the signs before a number before combining. Use the inverse operation of addition and subtract 4y from both sides. The 4y's cancel out because of the opposite signs, and the equation left is 6y minus 75 equals negative 15. Add 75 to both sides to get the variable on one side. The 75's cancel out because of the opposite signs, and you're left with 6y equals 6. Divide both sides by 6, the 6's cancel out. Y equals 10. Check your answer by plugging in the value of y, which is 10, into where the y is. Solve everything in the parentheses. Combine like terms and watch out for the negative signs. Distribute the 5 to the 20 and negative 15. Combine like terms on both sides. 25 is equal to 25, so this answer is correct.
Fourth problem is negative 1 parentheses negative 3 plus 2n parentheses plus 6 equals negative 7n plus 11 plus 8. First we distribute the negative 1, which leaves us with 3 minus 2n plus 6 equals negative 7n plus 11 plus 8. Then we combine like terms on both sides, which leaves us with 9 minus 2n equals negative 7n plus 19. Then we add 2n to both sides to cancel out the negative 2n, which leaves us with 9 equals negative 5n plus 19. We then use the inverse operation of addition to subtract 19 from both sides. The 19s cancel out. This leaves us with negative 10 equals negative 5n. We then divide both sides by negative 5 to isolate the n and cancel out the negative 5, which leaves us with 2 equals n, or by the reflexive property, n equals 2. Now we'll start off the check step by plugging in the 2 into wherever the n was in the equation. Okay, now we will solve for the parentheses, which leaves us with negative 1 parentheses negative 3 plus 4 parentheses plus 6 equals negative 14 plus 11 plus 8. Now distribute the negative 1 through the parentheses, which leaves us with 3 minus 4 plus 6 equals negative 14 plus 11 plus 8. Now we combine some of the like terms on both sides of the equal signs, which leaves us with negative 1 plus 6 equals negative 14 plus 19. Now we combine the rest of the like terms, which leaves us with 5 equals 5. This is a true statement, so it is correct.
That's all we have for you today, folks, but please make sure to like and subscribe.